Hey, welcome to another episode of the Students Ministry Podcast, where we grab some students and we talk about what is going on in their world. We talk about what's going on in their schools. We talk about what's going on here at church. And guys, this is the last episode of the season. Holy cow.
Wow.
Crazy. Don't worry, we're signed on for next season. Isn't that right?
Absolutely we are.
That's right. Well, I'm Josh.
And I'm Lexi.
And we have two students who have been here with us before. Once again, tell us your name, tell us your grade.
I'm Maddie, and I'm in 7th grade.
I'm McKenzie, and I'm in 7th grade.
And Maddie, you were on a couple weeks ago for worship, right?
Not a couple weeks ago, a long
Okay.
time ago. But that's the same thing.
Good. I mean, everything's a couple weeks back if you add up weeks. That's good. Kenzie, you were a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Balancing sports, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So how have you guys been since then?
Good.
All good?
Good.
Good. Okay. So how about this? Tell us what your best thing of the past week was. Best thing you've seen, best thing you experienced, best thing you did. What was it?
Today we had this day of awesomeness to celebrate all the testing we've been doing. And yeah, we didn't have to do any schoolwork, so that's good.
Those are the best days at school.
Yeah.
You don't have to do school.
Yeah.
Defeats the purpose, but I mean, it's fun for us.
You're right.
Yeah.
Us?
Us, we're all still in school.
Yeah, but we don't have those days. It's the exact opposite.
We're adults now.
Responsible adults.
Yeah, sometimes. So what did you do for fun there? What did they have for you?
In the morning, all the teachers had different activities to do, and so we did.
You give the teachers the work? Joke's on them. Reverse school.
Pop quiz.
Oh, that'd be good.
And then the afternoon, there was bounce houses and stuff in the gym. So yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Maddie?
I was sick last week, so I had a movie marathon with my dog.
What was your dog's favorite movie?
I don't know. She
You didn't ask
slept
her? That's not
through most of the time, but I saw her watching intently while we were watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
It's a good one, though.
Yeah, right?
It's my favorite Harry Potter movie. Except for Goblet of Fire. That one's pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Okay, Lexi, I have a different question for you.
Oh, no.
We've done this for, 15 weeks now? About that?
Yeah.
What was your favorite memory from this podcast that we've done so far?
Oh, my goodness.
Better be something with me in it.
That's pretty good.
I don't know.
Really?
Most of my memories are going to be in the blooper reel.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes. Yeah.
But I don't know if I have one that
Really?
stands out. You told me that I would know how to answer this question. So what's your favorite memory that I would have?
Oh, I don't know if it's the same one that you have. I just figured you had a lot of memories because you're the one that has to see all the video edits. But if there was one that goes towards the top, our running conversation.
I wasn't in that episode.
I know, but you edited it and you called people in the office hey, watch this, listen to this, because you thought it was so funny.
Yeah, I guess I did do that. I'm sitting there editing for 3 hours each week. So
you're torturing Lexi now?
It's part of her job description.
now.
Wow, Josh!
We added hours for it. Exactly. We designated hours. I did it the right way. Yeah. Exactly. But yes, that was one time where you called, you were sitting at your desk laughing and you're like, people, come watch this.
That's true. No, but my favorite thing that's happened, it was because of the podcast this past week, was I was editing last week's episode, and it was the cow conversation. And Katie and I, you don't watch these episodes?
No.
Katie and I share an office wall, and so I'm sitting here editing the episode, and all of a sudden I start losing it because just watch the last episode. It's
Yes.
episode 13.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Samson got a cow.
he got a cow, and so we were talking about that, and Josh was like, yeah, wild animal, and we're like, no, they're definitely domesticated. But I was sitting here, I was editing all of it, and I was laughing so hard, and Katie later on like pulls me aside and she goes, I can hear you laughing through the office walls when you're editing. So that was pretty good.
Thursday mornings.
So I'm not tortured. I definitely have a good time. It's just sometimes. Yeah.
If you haven't watched last week's episode,
I don't have time.
you have excuses.
Last
I
week's
have
episode was
exams next
22 minutes. So
Exactly. Yeah, but it was really good. Oh my
you have
goodness.
exams next week?
Yeah, I do, because it's my last week of school.
Ooh, good luck.
That's rough.
You know how you have one more, two
Yeah,
more
but
weeks.
she also had a fun day today in school. So
Maddie's still
Sorry.
getting over her sickness.
anyway, hopefully you get over your sickness by the time we hit June, because what do we have coming up?
Mission trip.
That's right.
Woo!
We have our mission trip coming up in how many days?
Oh man, I don't know how many days.
I don't know. It's like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, June 12 is when we leave.
June 12th, and we have a lot of stuff to do till then. But
It's getting better.
it
We're
is.
seeing the other side of it now.
Oh my goodness, it's coming together. So we figured tonight we would talk about mission trips. Now, it's been a really interesting season for missions trips in the church. After coming out of that intense season of COVID and quarantines and lockdowns, not a lot of traveling was happening. So for you guys, like, this is your first experience with a mission trip. For a lot of people, if they are used to going on mission trips, they probably haven't taken any in a while as well. So tonight we're going to talk about mission trips. But before we jump into that topic, let's go to our verses. And our first one tonight is in Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. Who has that one? Go for it, Maddie.
Work at everything you do with all your heart. Work as if you were working for the Lord, not for human masters.
And the next is John 13, 14 through 15.
If I, therefore, the master and teacher, have washed your feet, you ought to wash one another's feet. I have given you a model to follow, so that as I have done for you, you should also do.
Awesome. So when we talk about mission trips, have you guys been on like a full mission trip before?
Nope.
No.
No, but you guys have done missions work, right? You've done summer serves and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? Let's talk about summer serve. Tell us a little bit about what summer serve was. If someone's listening and hearing summer serve for the first time, explain what summer serve was to them, and then talk a little bit about your serving opportunities with that.
We had a pool party.
As the reward for...
Working.
There you go.
Yeah.
My goodness. So what was summer serve last year? What did we do?
We worked around Ripple Effect and Live Stream and just helped clean up the church and serve God.
Some people went to Bethesda Farms and got stung by bees.
Really pulling out the great moments here, Maddie.
It was fun.
Way to go.
Wait.
Stung by bees was 2 years ago.
Oh, that's right. That
No,
was
it was poison ivy. This
Yeah,
year.
poison ivy.
Poison ivy this
Poison
year.
ivy for Jesus.
2 years ago was stung by bees. We really have good luck serving places. But all that to say, we go to different places, or we even serve around here, and we give back. You know, there have been, when it comes to Livestream's done a lot for us, where we've been able to be the hands and feet of Jesus right here in our own church, but then also to go out in our community. So what was something that you remember about a serve moment you had? And whether it's at summer serve, something that was powerful about serving, or whether you've served somewhere else, what is something that stays with you, an experience that you have from serving? What do you think?
I remember cleaning the room over there, I think.
Why was it memorable?
What?
Why was it memorable?
Because it was so messy, and we had to literally deep clean the entire place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it's still messy.
Don't go down there.
Yeah, just stay away from that room. The crayons still haunt me.
Yep, you might want to stay away then. Kenzie, what about you?
Well, when I've been serving at Ripple Effect, just the atmosphere is good and like all the people are nice and just like Christian music in the background and it's just a nice atmosphere.
What about you, Lexi? You've been on mission trips before? How many mission trips have you been on?
2.
Really?
The first one was my senior year of high school.
Okay.
Went to Puerto Rico. That was my first one.
Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Thanks in the Heights.
It was like my last thing that I did through identity here, and we went to Puerto Rico, and that experience changed my life. And I also was like, why didn't I go before? But no, that was in summer of 2018, right a couple of months after all the massive hurricanes that tore apart the islands. And there was still a lot of stuff that we did down there. We were painting apartment buildings, and we actually went in and spent time with the residents. And I know a little bit of Spanish, very, very little.
Un poquito.
¿No sabes
Sí.
español?
No.
No.
Yo sé español. Yo
Sí.
estoy fluente en español.
See,
I'll show off.
yeah.
Sorry.
See, I can understand it, and pull together a sentence, but no, there were experiences there that I will never forget. And then the next one was as an intern here with Shift. So that was my second mission trip ever, and I was there for 2 days.
That's right. My goodness.
And Josh, you weren't there because you had your first kid.
I
So
literally drove the team to the spot. See you later.
so I've never been on a mission trip with you before.
Wow. Yikes.
Pray for us.
We're gonna have fun. Yeah. What are you looking forward to most?
Staying up really late.
Nope.
Okay.
Honestly, the ways that we get to partner with another community that I've never been there before. You're from where we're going.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So we're going to Josh's home stretch there. And home stretch, what have I done?
Are your parents going to be there?
Going home stretch. How about this? There may be opportunities where my part of my family will bump in here and there. So we'll see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What are you guys looking forward to? What are you looking forward to most about the mission trip, Kenzie?
Meeting new friends there and just seeing what their atmosphere and community's like.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Staying up late, or do you have something else too?
I kind of want to sleep too, but same as Kenzie and Niagara Falls.
Mm-hmm.
I was there when I was a baby.
Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
Well, now you actually
I was on
remember
the
when you see it this
Canada
time.
side.
Oh yeah, we're going to Niagara Falls, New York. So one thing that our group, whenever we've gone on mission trips, and I have led, I got here 2013. We did trips until 2019. How many years is that? 5 years, 6 years? Okay. So I've done 6 mission trips with Shift, taking groups, and then I've been on mission trips on my own. But every single year that we took a mission trip, there has always been at least one stop where the people who are running the organization have said, we haven't seen a group this young work this hard in a long time, or we've never seen a group serve to the same capacity that you have. You guys just know how to serve. You have that. I think, we have high expectations of you in Shift, and, you guys are very respectful, but you guys always put in 110%. So I just always love watching whatever the experience is. I mean, it can be sweeping floors to sorting clothes to doing whatever, and the whole team always puts in 110%. So as we prepare and we're talking with organizations already, I sold you guys up here. They're looking forward to it because I told them, you guys know what you're doing. You have a spirit of service. You have a heart for God and a heart for others, and it's always amazing watching you guys do that. And that serving is a big component. But I want to talk about the growing in your faith element. how do you think this is going to impact you in your relationship with God? Like, what do you think this is going to help you grow in your faith with?
Because like in the Colossians verse, like everything we do for the Lord, and we just got to remember that so we can do it with heart.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome.
I think it'll get us like closer to the community.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, I mean, we're recording right now about a week and a half, 2 weeks after there was just a shooting in Buffalo in the Western New York area, and we're about to head in there in the aftermath, a couple weeks just after. So, there's still some hurts that are going on in the community. So we get to go in and, not just serve in some of these organizations, but was just talking to one of the places where we'll be serving at, and they were talking about how they're still addressing some of the community needs as well. And there is a need for people to show up and help and just love others in a way that just points to God. That's what people need right now.
And even when we've brought you for summer serve around this area too, the places we've worked have seen that in you. They've seen that. The Bethesda Farm works with special needs people.
Oh, yeah.
And I think both times those people were there serving alongside of us. Mm-hmm. And it was just amazing getting to watch the group there interacting and working alongside of the special needs community. And it was just phenomenal. And now that we're getting to go out and experience another community together, you are so emotionally mature for your age. Blows our minds. We've been talking about it all year. And I think this is a fantastic time to go there when the community is hurting, to show the love of God to people like you were saying, Josh.
Yeah.
So what are you most nervous about?
I would just what to expect when we go there, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Like, are you talking about with the church? Are you talking about serving? Are you talking about like everything? Yeah, because this is first mission trip. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
What are you most nervous about? What do you think? What to expect where?
I guess just like serving and like just serving and what they want.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a totally different like community, so I'm sure they're like gonna do things differently.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We are in the West Michigan area. West Michigan is a lot different than Western New York. It was a big culture shock for me coming here, and yes, it will be a big culture shock for you too. One of the things that we're intentional about is taking you outside of your community to serve too. We usually try to every other year because you guys get very used to the area, and there's nothing wrong with that. Serving in your own backyard. But the body of Christ is bigger than just one church, one area. So we just get to experience that. So, yeah, it definitely will be a little different. But how does that excite you, too? I mean, we talked about nervous. Like, what's most exciting right now if you were to talk about that for the trip? What's most exciting for you?
Because we'll be with, like, everyone from shift, so we can just all hang out and have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the charter bus.
Yes, that's going to be a time, a very long drive, getting to spend great quality time together before we go and after we go.
I'm still upset we're taking a bus.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to, but...
Yeah.
Can we have a dance party?
On the bus?
Yeah.
When it's stopped.
In your seat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you
go. It's going to be fun.
Deal. Lexi will be the bus DJ.
The DJ? You gotta make up a playlist?
Oh boy! Hope you guys like Carrie Job.
Okay, well.
I mean, yes, we do like Carrie Job.
Who the heck is Carrie Job?
Shout out to Carrie Job.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
Famous worship leader, Christian artist. Yeah.
I like Lauren Daigle.
I was going to go through her entire...
Yeah, right, exactly. You're going to start...
That's not what this is about.
Right. This is not a Carrie Job podcast. That's
but I
next
am
season.
a Carrie Job fan.
This is next season.
Yeah, I love Carrie Job like so much. Like I listen to all his music.
Okay. Good. Okay. Lexi, where are we going next with this?
Okay, as we're talking about going out to a different community that we're not used to, right? Josh is saying we're going to have a bit of a culture shock, so preparing for that. Why does God call us to serve other people and go out and spread the gospel to others, not just the people that you know here?
Because like we don't know what they're going through, like they're hurting, and we can just like bring them God's peace and hope, and just fill the spirits up.
Because then we can get it to other people and make more people Christians.
There you go. You know, I think that goes along with the John 13, how it says, we are called to wash other people's feet because we're following the example that Jesus set. I mean, Jesus served others.
Mm-hmm.
And if we want to be more like him, we're called to serve.
And he didn't just stay in one place either. He traveled all over.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it right, but was it Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and then to the ends of the earth? Is that the order? I'm looking at it. Oh, of course, this translation doesn't have. This just says all nations baptizing them. It doesn't say where. But yeah, I think it's, Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, at the ends of the earth. So, start where you are. Start local. And you guys have done a great job with local stuff. I mean, you guys have all served around here. And then just start going out and out and out, and then put you outside your comfort zone. But then, I mean, have you ever thought about taking an international mission trip? Have you ever heard anyone who's taken a mission trip outside of the country?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people have gone like to Africa and stuff, I've heard,
Yeah.
and served.
We have a lot of people who go to Romania.
Guatemala.
Yeah.
Is another partnership. Russia's another partnership. And then India. Those are our local church partnerships.
Ooh.
So, those are ones too where
I remember.
really stretches you outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, the children's program with the videos of the people from that school.
Yeah, definitely.
So in the past 2 years, I mean, with COVID, that's the reason why we haven't taken a mission trip. And you're in 7th grade, and we even realized that the 8th graders haven't been on the last mission trip we went on was Grand Rapids, and that's right down the road, less than a half hour from home. So through this, Summer Serve was a great opportunity to serve around here, right down the road. When I say right down the road, Grand Rapids, it's right down the road, 5 minutes away.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's our comfort zone. I mean, we're West Michigan, lots of farm, lots of the suburbs and all of that. But New York is the city. And so it's going to push you. We're not just called to be in our comfort zone here. We're called to go out. So how do you feel like this is going to push your comfort zone, this trip?
Because we're so used to living here, and that we don't know what it's going to be like in New York if we haven't traveled much or we haven't gone there before, and especially serving.
I'm sure it's going to be different because it's a totally different culture down in New York. It's big cities, and I think a lot of immigrants live there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there will be some, especially with one of the organizations, they work with a lot of immigrant populations. So one thing that here in West Michigan, we don't really have a lot of ethnic diversity.
We're all
And
Dutchies.
Exactly. You will experience probably the most diversity you might have ever had in your life, depending on previous experiences. It is a beautiful melting pot of different cultures and different races and ethnicities, but it's also a beautiful reflection of what the church looks like. It's what heaven's going to look like one day, how everyone is around the table. We're going to experience that too. But also, there's going to be a lot of situations that you might have never experienced before. We're going to be working with kids whose moms are in some very tough situations at a kids camp. One of the places said, hey, you're going to be just vacuuming cigarette butts out from around our building. Kenzie, there you go.
Great.
Yeah, right? Just what everyone wants to do. But still, it is setting that atmosphere. It's really cool that we're helping set the atmosphere there. And we get to be the hands and feet of Jesus there. So if you were to tell someone, hey, I'm going on a mission trip, pray for me this way, what would you tell them? Like if your grandma said, oh, what do you need for the mission trip? And you want to say, you can pray for me this way. What would you tell someone?
I'd probably say, like, pray for God to guide me in what I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what Maddie said, and just allow us to do it for God and focus on Him and just enjoy the time.
Yeah. Because you will be working. Like, I know, you're paying money to work. Kind of seems backwards. But at the same time, it's why we do it. It's the heart behind it. I think you guys you both exemplify that, but I think our group as a whole does too. So any last thoughts on the mission trip? Anything that you want to share about what you're planning on experiencing or what you want or what you're hoping from it?
Live in the moment.
And we have a good time on mission trips. I mean,
Yeah.
we've gone to Walmart at midnight before.
Can I run around the store?
We got to be appropriate.
Can I buy a bunch of candy?
Yes. Oh, man.
And I'm going to buy Tylenol.
Yay, Lexi, that's a good idea. Gotta buy, like, gummy,
Similar to candy,
gummy
That's a humming
vitamins.
take, but
Yeah. No, I think this is going to be a fantastic opportunity. And you have one more year of shift after this too. So
Ooh,
you're
oh no.
you're not.
I don't want to leave shift.
we don't want you to leave either. But
Josh, will you keep me behind?
yes, you just got to fail.
Yeah, gotta fail.
Well, how do I
8th
fail
grade.
shift?
You got to fail school.
I'm not failing school.
Well, then you're not
I
saying
don't want
shift.
to be with the 6th graders. Disgusting. Ew.
That was you last
My
year.
goodness.
Yeah, but the 6th graders this year, they're no.
Okay.
On that
No.
note, what a great season has been for the podcast. This is a cool experience. So thank you guys for being on, not just today, but in the past. And for everyone who's joining us right now, we've got some little things that we'll release over the summer, but we are going to take a long pause, and we will be back with another season. When, Lexi?
September.
That's right.
What day?
That's a good question. September.
My birthday?
Turn on your podcast notifications and you will find out.
Like and subscribe. Well, from the Students Ministry Podcast, this is our season finale, but we will see you next season. Have a great summer.
Bye.
Have a great summer. Bye, everyone.